Hello everyone, how are you doing? Welcome back to my channel. Welcome to my channel if you're new here.
1, 2, 3.
Today we have a girl talk. I absolutely love doing these videos. I haven't actually looked at the questions yet. Normally I pick out about 10 to 12 that I think I want to talk about. I haven't actually looked yet, which might bite me back in the butt because I might miss some good ones, but I quite like sometimes just like spontaneously answering them. We do actually have a sponsor for this video, and you guys know I love this brand. We are talking about Desenio. I will give you a closer up view of these prints in a minute, but I got a bunch of prints. Desenio is a brand that sells amazing prints, personalised prints, hand-picked prints, frames to go along with the prints. I picked up these two up here, which I said I'll show you in a second, but I've got a few because I wanted to pick up a few different styles so I could switch them around, so I could bring some to Leeds, just so I had a few little different ones. So I've got them two colourful face abstracts there, and I also got this black and white one, which I think I might put in the middle of them. I'm not sure. I think I might do 3 up there and have this black and white one in the middle. I thought that would look really cool. And then I got this one, which I was just in love with, this like blue, I don't know how well you're gonna be able to see because of the ring light. There we go, this like blue print. These are all 30 by 40, I'm pretty sure. I got that size majority. And then I got this one to kind of match with the blue one if I want to switch these two out. This is what they look like together. I think they're quite cute. Sorry about the ring light. There we go. That's what they look like. And then I bought this one to match as a little 3, but I accidentally got it A4 instead, which is annoying. I didn't realise I did, but it just says let love grow, which I just think is really cute. But this actually fits perfectly, so I'm gonna put it up over there. I'll insert an overlay clip of it, but I just wanted to show you it now, and then I'm gonna put it up after this video. And then I also got this one, which does not match any of them, but I just seen it and I was in one of them moods where I was like, yeah, I want that somewhere in my room. It's just this pink print with her middle finger up and the little gender sign on her middle finger, which I just thought was cute. I just wanted it somewhere. It doesn't match any of them. Normally I do kind of go for this vibe, like just pink vibes. That's why I tried to go a bit different. Desenio make it so easy to shop. They've got so many different categories. I literally always look at the fashion one. Probably didn't actually go on that one much, to be honest. All of my last prints were from the fashion category or the pink category, if I'm completely honest. You can look at gallery walls, so if you see one print you like and you don't know how you style it or what you do with it, there's gallery walls where they just like show you a bunch of frames that go together, and you can buy the whole gallery wall. You can take inspiration from it. I love them. I think they're a great site, and it's also well priced. Desenio does actually ship worldwide and to the US with delivery in 5 days. The delivery is so quick. It's such a good just one-stop shop for like prints and interior. As we all know, Valentine's Day is coming up. We won't be able to see our mans, our women, our friends, anyone, so you can send them a cute little personalized print or just a cute love print, something you know they'd like, or just treat yourself. That's what I did. Spice up your room a little bit because, you know, it's where we're spending all of our time at the moment. So you may as well make it feel nice and homey and calm. I do actually have a discount code for you guys, which is just Megan Short. This is going to get you 30% off prints, but not frames, hand-picked or personalised prints. The discount does only last for, well, 19, 20, 21, 3 days. So on the 21st at midnight my discount code will stop, and 30% is a lot. Bearing in mind these prints are actually quite affordable already, so make sure you utilize it for Galentine's, Valentine's, birthdays, yourself, whatever the reason. Make sure you go and shop Desenio. And on with the questions, the questiones. As I said, I've not actually looked. Also, don't we feel like this is quite a cute little hairstyle? I've got these cool rings on that I got from this girl called Holly. I'll put a Depop up, and I just think they're really cute. And I've got this cute Betty Boop jumper on. I got it from Depop. My little space buns with my butterfly clips, which are from Amazon. I'm just feeling very cute. I think the prints actually look really cute in the background. It gives my background a bit more. I might lower them a bit so you can see them more when I film. Okay, let's start with this one. Does playing hard to get work? I don't know if I can speak on this because, like, I would be the one playing hard to get, do you know what I mean? Like, I don't know for sure if it works, but I think it adds the bit of mystery. I feel like people want what they can't have. Do you know what I mean? Like that saying, you always want what you can't have. So when you show a boy or a girl that like, maybe I'm not that interested, like fight for me. I feel like that. I feel like especially for boys, they're a bit like, oh, now I like want you even more. Like they kind of like the chase, I feel like. And if they don't, then they weren't worth it anyway. Do you know what I mean? Like if you're gonna play hard to get with someone and they give up, we don't want someone that's gonna give up on us anyway. So I feel like playing hard to get is always a little bit fun. Any tips for your first time? Okay, I feel like I haven't done a girl talk in ages. I feel a bit out of practice. First time. I mean, Segs. Segs is what they say on TikTok, isn't it? And I always get confused. It's like segs, and I'm like, what's segs? It's sex, isn't it? Okay, first time. What's my advice? Let's make sure we are protected, first and foremost. We are protected, it's consensual, we are confident, we are safe with someone we feel, I just used the word I wanted, someone that we feel comfortable with. What was the word I used? Confident, no, different things. I think all of them things are so important. Make sure it's with someone you definitely want to do it with. Like, you're not just doing it at a party because all your friends are doing it and you're late and you haven't done it and you want to do it. Make sure it's with someone like you want it to be with. Not that I think there's anything wrong with like one night stands and this and that. You do you, always. But if for your first time, I think if it's something you're conscious of, make sure it's with someone you're comfortable with. I'm so out of practice with giving advice. Like, I haven't spoke to anyone in weeks and I'm just talking to a camera about girl talk. Talk to them, you know, if it's about to happen, this is my first time, like, just be open to conversation, have an open conversation about it if you want to. Make sure you are protected, and as I said, just make sure it's in like a safe, comfortable environment. You don't want to be feeling awkward or whatever, and if it's your first time and their first time, there's no expectations. And if it's your first time, it's not their first time, like, they can help you. There's no, not help you, but like, they can guide you. Like, they're not gonna think it's guide you? Is that like, they kind of, what's the word I'm looking for here? They kind of maybe know what they're doing a bit. They can help you out. They've had a bit of experience. They know what to expect. And like, it might not be the best. It might be a bit awkward. It might hurt a little bit, but that's all you can do. I don't really have advice on how to do it. Like, you just gotta go with the flow, you know? As long as you're both comfortable, confident, then body confidence, please. I have put on so much weight, feel shit, and have no motivation to lose it. I always refer to this video, but I have done a whole video on this, which I think has some great advice. So I'm going to link it down below. But as a whole, I think you need to look at your body as your vehicle, your shell for you. It's not, you are not your body. Do you know what I mean? What your body looks like says, excuse my French, F all about you. You are not your body. Your body doesn't matter. How you look and what you weigh, and if your stomach has rolls or not, or this or that, if your legs have cellulite, if you've got stretch marks, is literally the least interesting thing about you. I'm sure you are a wonderful person who is very clever and has many great hobbies and many talents. Your body is literally the least interesting thing about you. Like, think of all the people you've met in your life. Is the most interesting one, the most fun one, the most nice one, the one you want to spend the most time with, the slimmest or the curviest or whatever your ideal that you see in your head that you want to be? Do you judge other people by that? No. Like, whatever it is that you're looking for and trying to achieve and comparing yourself to, just think of all your people in your life and think, like, do you judge them by their body? Does their body mean a lot to you? No. So like, your body just doesn't matter, and I think that's the kind of stage people need to get to. It's good to feel good in yourself and love yourself and stuff, but I feel like you'll end up loving your body more if you just like recognize all the things it does for you. Like, it enables you to run, walk, dance, play, go on nights out. I don't know, what can we do at the moment? Sleep. Like, your body allows you to do all the things that you love to do, so stop seeing it as you are your body and start seeing it as like your body is your vehicle. And it just doesn't matter, and it's just not interesting. But in terms of if you do seriously want some motivation, because saying that, I don't think there's anything wrong with being like, well, I want to lose weight because I want to be my best self. I don't think there's anything wrong with that, but I think you need to come to terms and love your body kind of first. Otherwise, I feel like you'll forever be losing weight and you'll never be happy with it. Do you know what I mean? But for motivation, what I've been thinking at the moment is I've seen this thing on TikTok, I'm sure you've all seen, and it's like in 6 months you could either have 6 months of progress or 6 months of excuses. And I'm like, gosh, imagine, for me, not 6 months, like imagine at the end of the year you look back and you're like, I'll spend another year with the same excuses. I think you just have to think, in a month from now, picture yourself sat on your bed thinking the same thing. Because I think it's fine to say you want to lose weight, but I kind of like seeing it more as like a long-term thing. Like, I want to be fitter, I want to feel better. So for me, I'm like, imagine sitting on the bed and being like, I still haven't gone on a run, I'm still not any fitter, I still don't feel any better. So you could have had a month of getting fitter and feeling better and be pretty close to where you want to be in a month. Do you know what I mean? So I always try and think future self. I had my screensaver on my phone for ages was do it for your future self. So every time I'd see it, whether it was work a bit harder at uni or film another video or go on a run or whatever it was, I'd be like, do it for your future self. I'm like, yeah, me right now probably don't want to. Me straight after I've done it is going to be so happy with myself. Me in a week when I've done it 7 times is going to be so happy with myself. I think when it comes to motivation, I always just think do it for your future self. How to keep a relationship strong when you can't see a boyfriend because of lockdown. Now, isn't this shite? Shiza. I think it's always nice to let people know that you're thinking about them. So when I couldn't see Luke in the first lockdown, I did this. I've not actually done it this time around. Like, I sent him some brownies, and like now he's been sending me flowers. I think it's nice to just let people know you're thinking about them, so in ways like that, because sometimes I do think actions speak louder than words. I'm not saying you have to spend a ton of money, like the brownies were like a tenner I think, but like it was just nice that he had something to remind him of me, I guess, like to show that I am thinking about him. But then something else that we do, we FaceTime loads, especially when I'm in Leeds. It feels weird FaceTiming now because he's close, but obviously we do have to still. Watch films and stuff on FaceTime. We've actually only done this like once, but it was so fun and we always say we need to do it again. Just like sit down, 3, 2, 1, press play and like watch films together on FaceTime. It is really shit and it is really, really hard. FaceTime dates, like have a little takeaway date on FaceTime, a little dinner date, a little drink, a film. That's all we can do really at the moment, isn't it? So just take full advantage of it. Just quickly, is it normal to be scared to lose your virginity? Yeah, of course. Like, it's literally a whole new experience. It's something you've never ever done before. You almost don't know what to expect. Like, you can kind of expect it from films, but they're so, what's the word, not romanticized. Like, they make it look perfect and effortless and not awkward and like debatable. I mean, some people's first times was probably the most lovely thing, but some people's was probably super awkward. I feel like mine was in between. But yeah, of course it's like normal to be scared and nervous. It's something you've never done before. Like, you're letting someone into a whole new part of you. Like, it's a whole new level of intimacy. Of course it's normal to be scared and nervous, but if you're like actually like a bit scared and nervous, like to the point where you're like, I don't actually ever want to do this, just wait. Like, there's no rush. You've got your whole life to lose your virginity. You don't need to do it when everyone else is doing it or when you think you should do it. Like, I've realised recently, I mean, not to do with this, but just in life and everything, like, you just don't need to, like, what's the rush? Like, you just don't need to rush, especially something like that. And I think especially for girls, because we're, like, known scientifically, I think, that, like, we get more attached from sex. I'm pretty sure that's true. I mean, I'm not speaking for every girl. I know some girls can probably have sex and it not mean a lot, but I think, like, hormones, correct me if I'm wrong, I'm pretty sure this is a sure, that like we get attached more from sex. So if it's something you're not definite about, something you're a bit nervous about, like literally just wait. Like, if you don't think you can handle it emotionally, like just literally wait. But of course it's normal to be scared and nervous. So if you're like doing it with your boyfriend or whatever and you're a little bit nervous, that's fine. Communicate. You know, natural to be nervous. We all get nervous when we do new things, but if it's like really, really nervous, just wait. I don't want to shave down there, but I feel like I have to. You don't have to do it. Like, who's telling you that? You don't have to do anything. You don't have to shave anyway. You don't have to do anything. If you don't want to, don't. Like, I know society tells us we should, and you know, girls should be all smooth and hairless, but like, no you don't. If you don't want to, don't. Sorry, that wasn't very good advice, but you just need to say, F you, society. If you don't want to shave, don't shave. Like, who cares? This is something I've never spoke about on my channel, and now that I'm not like older, I'm only 19, a bit older, because I wouldn't have wanted to speak about it when I was like 16, 17, because I didn't really know what I was talking about. But let's have a chat about contraception. I don't think I've ever spoke about it. I've said what I'm on in a few vlogs, but yeah, I've not spoke about it. What contraception haven't you got on with? Thinking of trying the coil. So I have never tried the coil. I have heard some good things about it, but I've never tried, so I can't speak on it, sorry. I have been on the pill Sorel? You know, the one where you don't have a break. I didn't have too many side effects. My bum got a lot bigger, my mum says. I didn't get like bigger, but my mum always says like I got a bit of a bum and some legs. But my periods weren't great. Very irregular. I can't actually now really remember what they were like. I was on it a good few years ago. Yeah, they were very irregular. They would be like for 2 weeks and then whatever, and wouldn't have them for like a month, and which is normal. I always forget what's normal because in all my contraceptions I've never had a normal period ever. Like, for the last, how old am I? 3-4 years of my life, like I've not had a normal period. But yeah, the pill, the first one, as I said, I can't remember like weeks. I would have like 2-week periods and then like 3-day periods, and then would get another period in like a week for like another week, and then it just wasn't regular basically. And then I stopped going on that for a few months to kind of, you know, let the body clear out. I wasn't on it for too long, so a few months was enough to kind of let it be. And then I got the implant. As I said, The thing with birth control is it's very different for everyone. What was the word I was looking for then? There's one word that means that. It's very situational. I don't know, for everyone. So I'm sitting here, I went on the implant because of recommendation. Someone that I knew really got on with it, so I went on it and it ruined my life. But then someone I know now has gone on it and she loves it. So it's very, as I said, kind of situational, depending on you. Talk to your mum if your mum's got any birth control, or anyone in your family, because you might react the same to them. But it literally did ruin my life. I had a constant 6-month period. I would literally, if I was lucky, I would be on for 3 weeks, off for a few days or a week, and then would be back on for another 3 weeks, a month. Like, I was on my period all the time, and the implant is obviously, you know, you get it shot up your arm, so it's not something you can just like stop. So I was on that for like 6 months, and my skin, forget the periods, I didn't even care. Like, when I think back to the implants, that's not why it ruined my life. Like, that's whatever, I can deal with a period. My skin was painful. I'll put in pictures. My skin, my jaw was like red on fire, like screaming for help. Like, do you know what, looking back, the spots probably don't even look that bad, but you know when like spots are hot, like they hurt. My skin was painful, like I didn't know what to do. Like, my skin was really bad. That's what was really getting to me. Periods, yeah, not great, but my skin was awful. And then I went to the sexual health clinic, told them, and obviously it's not something they want to be putting in and out of people like loads. So they were like, do you want to go on the pill as well? And I was like, get this thing out of me. I don't want to be on like 1 birth control, never mind 2. So I didn't do that. That is an option, because they say it can regulate it and then you can ease off the pill and you'll be fine on the injection. But like, I didn't care. Like, even if it was another like 3 months for my skin like that, like, it just wasn't okay for me. Like, I just wasn't, no. So got that out of my arm. Worst thing I've ever done, but at least now I know. And then got the injection. Can't remember why I got the injection. I think I was like, I've tried the pill. I don't think anybody recommended me the injection. Oh, one of my old friends used to be on it actually, so I might have been slightly influenced by her, but it wasn't a friend I spoke to loads. I think I just remembered she said she was on it. But I tried the pill, I tried the implant. I wasn't going to get the coil, didn't want to try a different type of pill, because I also sometimes forgot to take my pill. I am one of them people, so I want something that I can like do once and it's over with. So I'm on the depot injection, which I adore. I don't get any periods at all whatsoever, which creeps some people out, but even a period on the break pill is like a fake period. I know, like, eases some people's minds thinking they've got kind of a natural period, but it's not actually a period anyway, is it? Like, it's not a real period, right? So yeah, I have no periods. I don't really think I have any side effects. My family might disagree because I'm a bit of a moody bitch sometimes, which you might be able to put down to that, which you probably can, but it's really not like severe. Like, I don't have really big mood swings. It's not giving me any kind of like depression or anxiety or anything like that. No weight gain, anything. So I love her. What you did, who you were with, I can remember what I was saying. My camera died. Can't remember what I was saying. I don't think I moved on to a new question. I was just saying take it with a pinch of salt because everybody is different. But that is my experience. So many questions on shaving. How old do you have to start? What do I do? Blah, 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 blah. I think the whole shaving... Are you tilted a bit? I think shaving and when to start is a very much... I don't know if it is a very much, but me and my mum had the conversation a lot. I feel like it's a conversation I've had with my mum, when you should start shaving, what her opinion is on it and stuff. I started shaving when I went into... Was I shaving by the time I went into secondary school? I think so, because I had 2 friends that weren't allowed to shave, and every lunchtime they would moisturise their leg hairs down, which, thinking back now, is so stupid. Like, why did we care so much that we had hairy legs? It was because of the stupid boys, like, they would point it out. I think I started shaving when I went into secondary school, as in like my legs and stuff. I still don't get armpit. Still don't have to shave my armpits. I don't think I've hit puberty yet. I literally shave them like once every like 2 weeks when like 4 hairs grow. I don't know why, but I'm not complaining. I used to always shave my legs. I wax my legs now, and in between use an epilator, and sometimes in between shave, because I've been doing it since the first lockdown. I think if you can get into waxing your legs, you should do it. Like, now while we're in lockdown, you've not got anywhere to go. This winter, invest time into growing and waxing your legs. You will love it. It's so easy. If you're like me, I have such dark, thick hair, and my legs are literally black, like they are black hairs. And waxing them, like, they're so much thinner now and they're so much lighter. It just makes it so much easier, and they last so long. If you've got time, invest into waxing your legs. As for down there, I have got a wax before, which I mean, it was hell, but I did really like it. But I feel like that's one of the things. I got it in summer. It's hard to keep up, because in summer you don't want to let it grow, like through your bikini line anyway. You don't really want to let it grow because you're going to the beach and we can't go somewhere to get it waxed now, and I would never wax it myself. So I shave. I just use an Eastridge razor, which is like a dream. It's like a men's razor but better, if not men's razor, but I would suggest Eastridge. They're like £7, they're so good. Yeah, and just any form of shaving cream. I actually use foaming shaving gel, and that's all I do. I don't know if that's very good advice because I don't think you're meant to use anything scented down there, are you? But that's what I do. And then I just shave my armpits every once in a blue moon because I don't grow armpit hair because I'm prepubescent apparently. Sex toys and masturbation shame. This is something I forever thought was like disgusting, but I touched on it in my last video, so I'm not going to talk about it too much because it's like the whole last portion of my last video, and I hate talking about the same topics over and over again because I feel like it's probably the same people watching these videos, but it's ridiculous, isn't it? It's ridiculous. I said it in my last one. You're taught sex finishes when a boy finishes, but girls can't touch themselves. So it's like, do we ever get different? Do you know what I mean? Like, I feel like the whole sex ed in school and everything is just boys, and girls are just kind of left being like, what about us? Like, what do we do? What's normal? You don't ever get taught it's normal for girls to do it, but literally the first thing they say in sex ed is, boys, you're gonna have a wet dream and you're gonna masturbate in front of the girls, and the girls are like, oh, okay. So you learn from like year 6 that it's like, oh, it's something boys do, we don't. I feel like I obviously not only learned about it, but realised like how actually normal it was for girls to do it and how many girls do it, honestly, within the last year. And I think that's such a shame to say, do you know what I mean? Like, I'm 19 and I'm like, oh, like girls actually do that. And until probably like last summer, which was like, what, 6 months ago, I was like, oh, okay, like girls actually do that. Like, I actually thought it was not disgusting, but I was like, I don't do that. Like, oh, I touch myself. Like, no. Because that's what I was taught to believe. Not taught as in like from someone, but like you're not taught about it, so you don't think it's a thing. Oh, let's end with something like this. How to feel sexy and love yourself. A nice lacy bra, a nice lacy set. Whatever makes you feel good. If you feel good in a jumper and Christmas pajamas, go and put on your jumper and Christmas pajamas and read your favourite book if that is self-love to you. If you want to feel sexy and confident, have a bath, have a shave if you shave, don't shave, feel empowered if you don't. Come out, put on your fave underwear set and just look at yourself in the mirror and tell yourself how beautiful and sexy you are. How you talk to yourself is like how you're going to think about yourself. Now that makes sense. Like, you can't expect to love yourself and feel really beautiful and confident if you always tell yourself, you look ugly in that, you look fat in that. So like, replace your thoughts. Self-talk is what is going to get you to be confident and in the highest form of self-love. That doesn't even make sense, does it? Like, that is the way forward basically. If you want to achieve self-love, if you want to be super confident, you have to talk to yourself. Talk to yourself like you're your best friend. You wouldn't tell your best friend if she walked in an outfit, oh god, you don't look good in that, god, you look really fat in that, god, you should probably change into some less skinny whatever, or a longer top or something. You would never say that to your best friend. Talk to yourself like you're your best friend. My screensaver a while ago was, talk to yourself like you're someone you love, or treat yourself like you're someone you love, which is both so true. I seen a thing as well on TikTok that was like, if I asked you what you loved, how long would it take for you to say yourself? Isn't that sad? I'm gonna watch this video back so that I talk nice to myself, but it is true. Like, treat yourself like you're someone you love, because you should be. You should be the top of your priorities. Send yourself brownies, send yourself flowers. I buy myself flowers all the time, not gonna lie, because it makes me feel good and I like it, so I do it. I like when other people buy me them, so I'll buy it for my goddamn self. I don't know if that makes sense, but I feel like on the topic of self-talk, all it is affirmations and just being nice to yourself, and you will be surprised how far that gets you. You know that song, new one, where it's like, I am healthy, I am wealthy, I am rich, I am that bitch, I am gonna go get my bag and I am not gonna take your shit. Sing that to yourself in the mirror. Like, you have to believe them. Look in the mirror and believe what you're telling yourself. Point out things you love about yourself, not things you hate about yourself. Start your day by 3 things I love about myself, or 3 things my body does for me. This is the first time I feel like I've spoke to a camera in ages, and I don't know why, because I filmed a haul on Wednesday, but because I have something to talk about, I feel like I don't ramble as much. I feel like I've just been chatting shit. So sorry if I have, and sorry if I've not actually done anything helpful, but as always, you normally like these videos, so I hope you have liked it. So I feel like I answered like 5 questions in a lot of depth, so sorry about that. But yeah, I hope you have the best day ever. Make sure you subscribe, thumbs up down below. Make sure you're all staying safe, and I'll see you next time. Bye.